So, Son of Kong looks to be the sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, this actually isn't major news, and this is still rumour at this point in time, but we knew that the next Adam Wingard Godzilla, universe, the MonsterVerse film, was rumoured to be Son of Kong like last year. So this isn't a huge revelation, but what's happened is this website, Movie News Net, has written this article, basically just putting two and two together, which is, in fairness, which is actually what I did in the video reporting that the Godzilla vs. Kong sequel was going to be shooting in Australia. Was I said, look, we don't know actually what it's going to be. We don't know if it's going to be Son of Kong yet. We don't know if it's going to be a sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong in the respect that it'll be a Godzilla film. We don't know. But what they've done is gone, it's probably going to be Son of Kong, because we heard about Son of Kong. Which, again, we heard last year about this. Now, let's take a look at this article, because there's some stuff in it which I find a bit, interesting in terms of their wording. So the Titans may be dormant as we speak, but Legendary is far from done with its MonsterVerse, which is true. Yeah, absolutely. Now, they say this, it's been an uncertain year or so for Legendary's MonsterVerse. That's not true. That's not true at all. They just had up for the market and secured now by Apple TV a Monarch series. Live action series, right? That's not uncertainty. That is definitely Legendary making major plans moving forwards. Huge, in fact. The Netflix Skull Island anime thing, that's, we know that that's going ahead as well. So I wouldn't say uncertainty at all. But anyway, they do, and they say Legendary's MonsterVerse, in spite of Godzilla vs. Kong's massive success, right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, which it is. That was actually very successful for the period that it was released in, which I personally just think signified people just wanting to get back to, out and about. One would think such a hit would instantly kickstart work on a second phase of kaiju-sized blockbusters, but it's not that simple. Now, they say this, Toho is currently planning to expand the Godzilla brand with new Japanese productions across different media. I haven't actually seen that. They said they've been talking about this for a long time. Toho have spoken about doing this, the worlds of Godzilla and stuff like this, the Godzilla sort of MCU connected universe. They spoke about that like 2 years ago. So they've been talking about it for a very long time. And I find it interesting that Legendary would, pitch a Monarch series out for the market, have it landed and secured by Apple TV, and not have it secured that they would be able to use Godzilla moving forwards. Because wouldn't that be a bit odd that just not use it, like not being able to use the Godzilla name, not being able to mention anything? That'd be really strange. So, quite surprising that they're positing that Toho doing their productions basically means the end to the collaboration with Legendary. Now, it's actually really important to note, because Toho came out and said this before anyway, is that the deal that they have with Legendary doesn't mean that Toho can't make their own productions. So they say hit, and that could put an end to the temporal collaboration with Legendary. No, the end to the collaboration with Legendary comes when Legendary say, we don't want to use Godzilla anymore, or we can't afford Godzilla anymore. But then when you follow the breadcrumbs, Legendary has already done a Monarch, they've pitched a Monarch TV series. They've got the Skull Island TV series. The Monarch TV series is really important because that's actually going to be set in between King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong. So it's unlikely that Legendary have decided they don't want Godzilla anymore. Now, the benefit of Kong is actually it's public domain. A lot of people keep thinking that Kong is Universal's product. It's not actually. It falls under public domain in terms of copyright law now. So they can use him without paying anyone. Which makes sense when we then go and look for things in terms of the next movie being Son of Kong. Now, sources say the Asian giant was very pleased with GVK and its performance, yet we haven't heard official word regarding a renewed alliance, so Big G isn't a lock for future MonsterVerse installments just yet. Now, Toho was very happy with that, so was Warner Brothers, so was Legendary. However, when they say, you know, we haven't heard word about a renewed alliance, we didn't before, so that's not a huge surprise, basically. However, that doesn't mean the MonsterVerse as a whole, has been put on ice. So Legendary and Apple, like I said, they've done a big budget live action series on Monarch, which that should be huge. Hopefully, in fairness, hopefully, they decide that they're going to be doing, their own Titan creations, because I'd really like them to flesh out their own Titans. I think that'd be really good fun. Now they say this, and this is sort of getting to the point now, I guess. The big news here, dropped by the Australian government agency Screen Queensland, is that Legendary has seemingly booked some filming space in the country to shoot in the near future, meaning that either the brand new TV show or a theatrical project are being, well, basically they're going to be starting soon. Godzilla vs. Kong already filmed extensively on Australian soil, which would make sense why they would return there. Now, on top of that, we learned almost a year ago that Legendary was so impressed with director Adam Wingard's work on Godzilla vs. Kong that he was being courted for a solo Kong film that would tentatively explore the Hollow Earth and the giant ape's new position among the Titans. Following Godzilla's rather diplomatic win to one king above, one below, this is a likely scenario as there are no issues with the rights to Kong, like I said before. So, plus the Hollow Earth can easily be filled with plenty of new original kaijus. They then, and he's actually doing a lot. So he's been attached to Thundercats and loads of other, like a lot of things. So that's interesting to see how soon he would be able to start shooting. But then we had this. A Production Weekly is adding fuel to the Son of Kong fire, though, as its latest issue includes the long-rumoured project among the list of productions currently being set up in Hollywood. Mind you, even if this ends up happening, we don't even know about the writing talent attached to it, so the second MonsterVerse set Kong film could be a way off, as it appears the Legendary is actively preparing for a new batch of MonsterVerse projects. So let's follow this again. So anyway, here we have Production Weekly, and this basically just outlines everything that's going to be happening in terms of productions and their working title names. Which, if we go Son of Kong is in here, which you can see untitled Godzilla vs. Kong sequel, which is just there. Now, if Adam Wingard's not able to jump on to direct it anytime soon because he's got loads of other things in the works, could this be the Son of Kong? Could it not? Could it be another one? Could it not? We're still unsure. Basically, loads of people have jumped the gun and said that this is categorically going to be the Son of Kong film, but I'm not overly sure. Basically, for clarifications, again, Adam Wingard's attached to Thundercats hardcore adaptations, as well as Face Off sequel. That's a lot of films that he's doing. A lot of films, in fact, especially where in Hollywood, they've already announced, Australia's already announced that they're going to be heading over there to do MonsterVerse productions. So unless Adam Wingard's off of these productions here, I can't see him having the time to do this. So a lot of people have, I think, maybe jumped the gun on this. I'm still, we don't know, but I thought I would just sort of add my speculation and report on it. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Thanks so much for watching there, guys. Hope you're having a great day. Take care.